Good morning everyone. Hope everyone are fine. Okay. So in the last class what we discussed, that is about exercise number 1.3, right? So in that exercise number 1.3 we discussed the only division problems. Till the fourth main we completed, right? So now we'll begin with the fifth main. What is the fifth main question here? That is, write a 5 pairs of integers a comma b such that a divided b is equal to minus 5, where one such a pair is a minus 25 comma 5, because minus 25 divided by 5, that is will be the minus 5. Okay, so we have to write here a 5 pairs. So we have to write the 5 pair of integers. 5 pair of integers. Okay, 5 pair of integers we have to write here, and how it must be, that is a divided b is equal to minus 5. Like this we have to write the 5 integer pairs. So right here 65 divided by minus 65 divided by 13. That will be the minus 5, because 13 5s are 65. Next, minus 60 divided by 12. 12 5s are 60. Right? Next, 55 divided by 11. That will be the minus 5. Next, 45 divided by 9. That will be the, again it is a minus 5. Next, 30 divided by 6. Right? So that will be the minus. You can take any numbers, not only these numbers. Okay? Just our quotient must be minus 5. Like that we have to write the numbers. Okay? Your two integers means minus 65 divided by 3. What is the answer here? Minus 5. And minus 60 divided by 12 will be the minus 5. And minus 55 divided by 11 will be the minus 5. And next, minus 45 divided by 9 will be the minus 5. And here minus 30 divided by 6 will be the minus 5. Okay. So like this we have to write the 5 pair of integers, and the 5 pair of integers are here minus 65 comma 30, and next minus 60 comma 12, and here minus 55 comma 11, and here minus 55 comma 9, and next minus 30 comma 6. These are the 5 pair of integers. Okay, you can choose any another also, but must be quotient what, that will be the minus 5. That is our intention, only that much. Okay. So fifth main completed. Now we'll go for the sixth main. What is the sixth main they given here? An elevator descends into a coal mine shaft at the rate of 5 meter per minute. If the descent starts 20 meter above the ground level, how long will it take to reach 300 meter below the ground? Okay. See here, an elevator descends into a coal mine at the rate of 5 meter per minute. Per minute how much? 5 meter. Next, if the descent starts 20 meter above the ground level, means initially it is a 20 meter. Okay, we have to consider ground level is as a 20 meter. From the 20 meter it will start per minute 5 meter. So sorry, 5 meter. Okay. So how long will it take to reach a 300 meter below the ground? Okay. So per minute will be a 5. Then divide the 300 by 5. What is the quotient? That much time to take a reach the 300 meter. Okay. What would be the descends into a coal mine shaft at the rate of 5, and descent starts 20 meter above the ground level. How long it will take to reach a 300 meter below the ground? Below the ground, you see here, this is the ground level. Consider this is the ground level here. Okay. So how much? 600. Yes. So this is the ground level. Okay. And it starts at the above 20 meter. Means here 20 meter high is there. Consider here 20 meter high is there, and it started from here. Okay, initial point is this one now. It is starting from this one and it is going like this. And they told below ground level the 300 meter. Okay. So from this point to this point, what is the time taken to reach this much distance they are asking here. Okay. So the elevator is started at this above 20 meter ground level, means from this point. Now we want to reach the below ground level 300 meter. Okay, means this point. Okay, so from this point to this point, what is the time taken by an elevator they are asking here? Time taken means they told per minute 5 meter. It will reach a 5 meter. But here, what is the distance? Total distance? Here 300, here 20. Means total distance is here 320, right? Total distance. Total distance is equal to 320 meter. Okay. Next right here. 1 minute is equal to 5 meter. We want to time it. So now divide 320 by 5. 5 6 are 30. And next will be the 5 4s are 20. So how many minutes here? Right here. Therefore 64 minutes. Okay. What they told here? How long it will take to reach a 300 meter below the ground? Therefore, right here, otherwise it takes 64 minutes to reach a 300 meter below the ground. 300 meter below the ground. Understanding what I am saying here? It takes a 64 minutes to reach a 300 meter below the ground level. That is the problem. Okay. Now we will move with the seventh one. What is the seventh problem they given here? That is a total of a 2520 was shown as a balance in a Talvinder's saving a bank account on a Monday. Okay. He withdraws rupees 750 on a Tuesday, right, and deposited rupees 500 on a Wednesday. Now, what would be the balance amount in his account on Thursday morning they are asking. Okay, listen here. A total of a 2520 was shown as a balance in a Talvinder's saving bank account on a Monday. He withdrew 750 on a Tuesday and again deposited a 500 on a Wednesday. What would be the balance amount in his account on a Thursday morning? Okay. We will see the seventh one. So first one, we have to subtract the 750 and add the 500. Withdraw means it is a minus sign. Withdraw means it is a negative sign. Deposit means it is a positive sign. Okay. So first, total amount in account. How much? That will be the rupees 2520. Okay. So how much withdrawal withdrawal amount is equal to how much? Rupees 750. That you have to subtract here. So 0, 12 minus 5 will be 7. 15 minus 8 is 7 here. 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, this much amount is there now. Now, again deposited money. Deposited money. That is equal to how much? Rupees 500. Now add these values. So 7 here, 12 and 2. Right? So therefore, amount or a balance in a account on Thursday morning is rupees 2270. 2270 rupees are there on a Thursday morning. Okay, that is the problem. Withdrawal means you have to do the subtraction. Deposit means you have to add the numbers. Okay, so now we'll go with the eighth problem. What is the eighth one they given here? The temperature at 12 noon was 10 degrees Celsius above the zero, and if it is decreases at the rate of 2 degrees Celsius per hour until midnight, at the what time would be the temperature be 8 degrees Celsius below the zero. Okay, so now we'll see the 8th problem. Okay, so this will be the zero level. Okay, so consider this will be the zero level now. Now above the zero level, how many degrees Celsius? 10, right here, 10. So this will be the 10 degrees Celsius. Okay, assume like that. And next, it is at what time? It is about the 12 p.m. 12 noon. Noon means afternoon, right? So afternoon, what is the unit of this one time? That will be the PM, right? So 12 PM. Now it is 8 degrees Celsius and 6 degrees Celsius. After that, what? 4 degrees Celsius. Next 2 degrees Celsius. This will be the 0, and again this will be the minus 2 degrees Celsius, and it will be the minus 4 degrees Celsius, minus 6 degrees Celsius, minus 8 degrees Celsius, and minus 10 degrees Celsius. Okay? Because why I written like that? See here, they told here it decreases at the rate of 2 degrees Celsius per hour. Per hour means after 12, what is the time? 1 p.m. So for 1 hour it will decrease by the 2 degrees Celsius. For that reason I am taking 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 like that. Because for 1 hour 2 degrees Celsius are decreases. Okay. So here 12. After 12, what is the time here? 1. Next will be the 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. here. And next will be the 4 p.m. Okay. And at 0, it will be the 5 p.m. Next is 6 p.m. 7 p.m. 8 p.m. and here 9 p.m. Okay. So they told here at what time it will decreases to the 8 degrees Celsius below the zero level. Below the zero level means here. That is minus 8. Okay. So at what time? That is nothing but 9 p.m. Right here. At 9 p.m. temperature is 8 degrees Celsius below the zero level. Below the zero level. Okay. So we completed 8th one also. Now we move to the 9th main. What is the 9th main? That is about the marks given. If the answer is correct, there will be a positive marks. If the answer is wrong, then there will be a negative marks. If it is not attended any question, then it will be a 0 marks for that one. Okay. So they told here plus 5 marks for the every correct answer. 9th one. Correct answers. Correct answer, that is equal to how many marks? Plus 5. Okay. Next, incorrect answer. For incorrect answer. For incorrect answer, that is equal to minus 3. Right. For correct answer plus 5 and for incorrect answer minus 3. Okay. So now we'll see the one by one. What is the first question here they given? That will be the Radhika scored 14 marks. Okay. Radhika scored 14 marks. If she has got the 4 correct answers, how many questions has she attempted incorrectly? Okay. What is her total score here? Her total score is 14. Total score is equal to 14. And how many corrected answers here? Corrected answers are, that will be the 4. Right? Okay. So now we have to find the incorrect answers. How to find the incorrect answers? Incorrect answers. Okay. So right here 14 is equal to, for every correct answer, how many marks for each question? 5 marks. Means we have to multiply with the 5. Right. plus. For every incorrect answer, we don't know incorrect answers. Let us assume as a x that value. Okay, and we have to multiply incorrect answers by a minus 3. Right? So can I write directly minus sign here or write like this? Here will be the x into minus 3. Okay. So now solve for the x here. 40, 4 5s are 20. Plus into minus what? Minus. X into 3, 3x. Okay. Now 3x take to the LHS side and 14 take to the RHS side. That will be the, here minus is there, plus it will become next 20. It is plus is there, it will become a minus. Right? So x is equal to what? 6 divided by 3. 3 ones are 3 twos are. So what is the value of x here? 2. It means what? Therefore, 2 incorrect answers. 2 incorrect answers. Okay? 2 incorrect answers. That is the meaning of that one. Now we will go for the second one. What is the second question they given here? Second question. Mohini scores minus 5 marks in the test, okay, and though she has got 2 correct answers, how many questions has she attempted incorrectly? Same thing they given here. Second one, total scores are how much? Total scores is equal to minus 5 and correct answers are how many? 2 is equal to 2. 2, right? Yes. Next, we have to find the incorrect answers. Incorrect answers. That is equal to, consider as the x. Now, total score 5 is equal to, correct answer means we have to multiply with the 5. Next, plus x into minus 3. Incorrect answers. So, minus 5, this will be the 10. Here minus 3x. Take this minus 3x to this side. Okay. And this minus 5 plus 5. Next, 3x is equal to 50. X is equal to 15 by 3. That will be the 5. Right? So, therefore, 5 incorrect answers. Okay? 5 incorrect answers. Hope everyone are understanding what I am saying here. Just be given a total score and the correct answers. For every correct answer, there will be the 5 marks, and for every incorrect answer, there will be a minus 3 marks. Okay? We have to find how many are incorrect answers here. So, total score is minus 5 and the correct answers is 2. So, that's why multiply with the plus 5. Next, plus, we don't know the incorrect answers, plus x into, that will be multiplied with the minus 3. Next, after that, simplify the equation. We will get the answer. That is the 5 incorrect answers. Okay. Now we will go to the third one. What is the third one here? Last problem of the 9th unit. Third one. Rakesh scores 23 marks by attempting 19 questions. How many questions has he attempted correctly and how many has he attempted incorrectly? They are asking here. So, total marks is here 23 marks and we have to find the how many, and he attempted on total 19 questions. Okay. And how many questions has he attempted correctly and incorrectly? They are asking here. Total score, that is equal to 23. Okay. And the total questions, how many he answered? That will be the 19. Right. So 19 means correct answers as well as the incorrect answer. Both you have to add. That will be the 19 here. So how can you write this score here? 23 is equal to, we don't know the correct answer. Consider correct answers as a x and incorrect answers as a y here. Okay. So here correct answers as a x into 5. Right. Plus here y into minus 3. That will be the 23 is equal to 5x minus 3y. Okay, this is the one of the equation now we got. Next, what x plus y, see here, x plus y, that is equal to 19, because x is a correct answer and y is a incorrect answer. If we add both, we'll get the total question answers, right? So the total question answers is here 19. So the correct answer is x and incorrect answer is y. If you add those two, that is x plus y, you will get a total number of questions he answered, that is a 90. Right? So this is the one of the another equation. We are having the two equations right here. We are having the two equations. We have to multiply this equation by 5. Here multiply equation by 5. We will get here a 5x plus 5y, that is equal to 95. Now write this equation below this one. 5x minus 3y, that is equal to 23. Okay. Now change this sign here. Okay. If it is a plus is there, then change it to minus. If it is a minus, then change it to a plus. Here plus, minus. Like that you have to exchange the signs here. Okay. So now 5x minus 5x get cancels. 5y plus 3y. 5y plus 3y is 8y. That is equal to 95 minus 23. Minus 23 means 5 minus 3 2. 9 minus 2 is 7 here. What is the value of y here? That will be the 9. So y is equal to 9. It means what here? He answered incorrectly. Y is equal to incorrect answers. How many incorrect answers are there? 9. If 9 are incorrect means how many correct answers? 10. Because total is 19. Okay? Right here. Therefore, 10 correct answers. 10 correct answers and 9 incorrect answers. Okay, I hope everyone understood. Once again, I tell, see, listen here. They told only total score is at 23 and how many total questions are he attempted? That is 19 questions. In that 19 questions, some are correct and some are incorrect. We don't know how many. Okay, so for that reason, I am considering correct answers as the x and incorrect answers as the y here. Now, see, observe here, 23 is equal to 5x minus 3 minus 3y, because if the correct answer is x means it must be multiplied with the 5, and if incorrect answers are y means it must be multiplied with the minus 3. So what is the equation we got here? 23 is equal to 5x minus 3y. Okay, and one more equation is, if we add the correct answers as well as the incorrect answer, that will be the total number of questions. Right? So x plus y is equal to 19. Here we got two questions, but we can't cancel the values. For that reason, multiply this equation by the 5. That will be the 5x plus 5y. 19 5s are 95. Next, below this equation, write this equation. That will be the 5x minus 3y, that is equal to 23. Now change the sign. If it is a plus, then it will be minus. Minus, plus. Just exchange the signs here. Minus, plus, minus, and cancel the values. You will get 8y is equal to 72. Y is equal to 72 by 8. That will be the 9. So what is the value of y now? 9. That means incorrect answers are 9. Total is 19. How many are correct now? That will be the 10. So therefore 10 correct answers and 9 incorrect answers. Okay, that is the meaning of this one. So hope everyone understood the 9th main also. Okay. Now we'll continue in the next class, that will be the 10th main. Okay. So till that, be safe in your home. Homework is solve from the 5th to 9th main in a HW. That is the homework. Okay. We'll see you in the next class. Thank you everyone.